Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dungeon Crawl. Dungeon Crawl, for those of you who don't remember, and I have had one episode before. Dungeon Crawl is a roguelike game, which is like a turn-based RPG. Very old-school type of game, even though it's being developed, nowadays. There's a patch that comes out quite regularly. But it's awesome to play. And as far as the roguelikes go, I feel that it's very accessible, very easy to play, especially when compared to something like NetHack, which requires quite a bit of encyclopedic knowledge. Excuse me, I'm just adjusting the window here. I have been playing actually one of the easier setups recently, which is a Kobold. And if you haven't seen this video before, check out all the races you can pick, each one with quite unique and interesting characteristics. So I have been playing a Kobold Berserker, which first of all sounds like so much fun and so funny, especially if you guys have followed my Dungeons & Dragons campaign. You know I love kobolds. They're so much fun to roleplay and to encounter and to kill if you're a player. And the idea of a Kobold Berserker is just hilarious to me. Kobolds are these small, sort of annoying little runty guys that love shinies. And a Berserker is a maniac who frenzies and likes to kill things. So I quite like that combo, and it so happens it's actually one of the easier combinations in the game for a variety of reasons. So this is what the game looks like in the tiles version. Some people like the console version text-based, but I really like the tiles version, even though it's, if I'm supposed to be all old schooly, the tile or the console version is more authentic. But I think the tiles version is quite extraordinary, and I certainly appreciate it after all these years of playing roguelikes. I also really like the auto explore button, which is what I'm about to hit now, which is why, actually that was a really short jump. So the auto explore button is really nice because your character will just wander around the level automatically, seeking to uncover every little hidden bit on his own. It takes away a lot of the tedium of just sort of running around, especially since the dungeon crawl levels are quite large compared to a normal roguelike level, which normally fits on the screen. So we've seen our first opponent here, a rat. Before I get into combat, excuse me, let me go over an overview. As a Berserker, one of the things I like actually is that you don't start with much, which means that all the loot you find is very exciting. Some of the other classes like Fighter actually starts with a decent piece of armor, so it can be a while before you find something that you really feel is an upgrade. Well, as a Berserker, you start with an animal skin as the only armor you're wearing, and a fairly simple mace, as well as one piece of food, which in this case is a meat ration, because kobolds are carnivorous. They can't eat bread, they can't eat fruit, so they actually, in a sense, have a limited set of options when it comes to food in a dungeon. And yes, you can starve to death in this game. However, they are also, I can't remember the name of it, saprivores? Something like that. And whatever it is, they're carnivorous. They can eat meat at any time. They can eat raw meat at any time. They can even eat rotten meat at any time. Kobolds are not picky as long as it's not a vegetable. They won't eat their veggies, otherwise they're all set. And it actually makes the game fairly easy because anything you kill, you can pretty much just eat after the fact. And that's awesome. So anyway, we're going to go and kill this rat. Just going to move down here. Death. So, and actually I'm going to cut up the rat and eat the chunk of raw rat flesh right away. This tastes great. That's not something you could normally do unless you were hungry. As a normal person, say as like a human or something like that, you can eat raw meat, but only if you're already quite hungry. Whereas a kobold, you just go crazy right up until you're 100% full and literally couldn't eat another bite. And that works out nicely with a Berserker because as a Berserker, every time you use your Berserk ability, it costs you a little bit of food, so you actually get to be quite a bit more liberal with that. On the other hand, we can't eat these apples, but that's okay. Apples are much less common than corpses, and apparently I stepped on a teleportation trap. Okay, so I'm going to kill this goblin. I may as well eat him too. No. So I'm full right now, but I'm not completely full, so I'm just going to keep eating. And found a random scroll. We're going to start identifying those soon. Ooh, a little bit busy here. I'm going to start using my darts. I don't have much in the way of dart skills at this time. Actually, that reminds me. I'm going to turn off the maces and flail skill, because even though I started with a mace, and as a Berserker you get a slight bonus to maces, as a Kobold you actually do very, very well with short blades, which is daggers, short swords, that sort of thing. And I'm going to be looking to convert to one of those as soon as I can find it. It also lets me do sneak attacks and things, so that'll be a pretty good choice in the long run. Just backed up in the hallway so I can kill these things one at a time. And there we go. Ooh. Kill the rat. I'm actually getting pretty good with these thrown weapons. And already found a ring. That's pretty exciting. May as well chop up the rat and eat him. I am now very full. And I don't know if there's a penalty to being like quite this full, if it's wasteful of food or anything like that, but it seems like a good idea to me to stay as full as possible. I'm going to put on this ring. Worst case scenario, it's cursed and has a penalty, but that's pretty rare when it comes to rings. Most are pretty safe. Wearing it by itself isn't enough to identify, except that I know it's not cursed at least. I don't know, it's possible that the ring still could have a penalty without being cursed, which means at least I could take it off, but probably it's just a benefit at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 100% beneficial, so may as well just wear it. At the beginning of the game, I'm a little bit more cavalier with some of those items and just putting them on without identifying them, because I figure, well, you know, what do I really have to lose so early in the game? I'm going to ignore the needles. I'm not a fan of playing with... I like darts a lot, because you can just throw them. I'm not a fan of bows or blowguns, simply because I don't like having to swap weapons to make ranged attacks. So I avoid them when I can. Ooh, I got 3 chunks of hobgoblin flesh, which should bring me all the way to engorged. That's right, ladies. So engorged is the absolute maximum in terms of food. I can't eat anything else at this point. I gotta get a little hungrier, so. Pick up all my darts, pick up some more scrolls. Ooh, got 3 of those. Dart trap. Oh, I should have picked up the dart. No big deal. So I'm still engorged. I could chop off this food and carry it around, but I actually still have some left over. So I'm just going to sacrifice this to my god. It's consumed in a gout of flame, making Trog happier. And when Trog is happy, we're all happy. Trog, of course, enables me to berserk, as well as he'll provide me with a few other abilities later on, and hopefully some gifts as well. Oop. Kill the cockroach, sacrifice to the gods. Pick up a lot more scrolls. And I'll start identifying them soon. I usually like to wait until maybe I've got an upgraded piece of armor, just in case I read an enchant armor scroll. Yeah, let's just keep sacrificing. Fire, fire, fire. Throw them darts. Kill them goblins. Loot the room. Get all the shinies. Another ring. Uh-oh. This guy's throwing frost darts at me? That's actually kind of bad news. I'm going to berserk. Roar! Smash! And there we go. The only cost to me is food. Technically, it leaves you in a slightly weakened form afterwards, but there is no particular threat. Frost darts. Yeah, we'll definitely pick those up. And since eating people of your own kind is not really appropriate, I'm going to sacrifice the kobold to my god instead of consuming him. Pick up my thrown darts. There's a chance every time you throw something or fire something that you can pick it back up afterwards. The more magical something is, the more likely it is that you'll be able to recover it after it being thrown. Hey, I'm level 3, which means I get to increase a stat. Here are my stats. Strength, 16, Intelligence, 5, Dexterity, 14. And I'm going to be playing a fairly dexterous character, so I'm definitely going to buff that up. Top priority, no doubt about it. And I'm going to kill the rat, and I'm going to pick up a dagger, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to switch to daggers, which is what I want to be using. It's not magical. It's probably just going to be a +0 dagger, like no benefits whatsoever, but I'm still happy. I'll put on the other ring. Okay, tried it, nothing special. And let's venture forward. I'm still hoping I find one piece of armor before I start reading up those scrolls. Done exploring. So, and it's all these shortcut keys. O is the auto explore hotkey. Yeah, let's cut this guy up and eat him. And if you hit X, it lets you sort of snoop around and identify things based on your cursor. If you hit Shift X, then it's the same thing, but it also pans the screen. But what I like is if you're in that Shift X mode, actually it might work with X too. Technically, but Shift X and then you hit the greater than sign on your keyboard, which is the down arrow. That's how you go downstairs. Then you can cycle through these staircases, and it's a shortcut, very quick to travel from one to the other. So I like using these shortcuts, and that's the reason I really like Dungeon Crawl as opposed to things like NetHack. NetHack's got a lot of depth in other interesting ways, but it's those sorts of handy features that make me really love this. Oh my god, I found a saber? That's fantastic. So the saber is also a short blade. It's actually a very high damage one. So The dagger is the smallest. It gives you a +6 to accuracy, but only 4 damage. It's also fast, I think. The saber is less accurate, but does more damage, and is a little slower. But generally speaking, it's probably a better option, and I'm definitely going to switch to the saber. And ooh, goddamn bats! There we go. We may as well eat you. Oops, I took the ring off and accidentally. There we go. Back to engorged. Means I didn't really need to eat that bat. I'm always afraid that it's going to overkill them or something, like overkill my hunger. And sacrifice to my god. Sacrifice to my god. More scrolls. Fire, fire. Actually, I should be almost doing this with music. Oh well, too late now. Clubs we don't want. Oh, I'm getting lots of throwing practice. That's good. Hit these people with a saber. Seems to be doing fine. Sacrifice these bodies to my god. Kobold. Sorry, brother. It was either you or me, and I wanted it to be me to survive, you to die. Actually, it was less about you dying, more about me surviving. Sacrifice to the god. Not having the berserk much right now, so I'm certainly not needing much food. Oh my god, it figures on the runs where I'm looking for a light armor thing, I would find full plate. I wonder if I should put it on temporarily. It would screw up my evasion something terrible. Give me -6 my evasion. 10 armor rating though, which is really quite good. But it also slows down my attacks and all kinds of things, and my stealthiness, and then I would start to accumulate points towards the armor skill, which right now won't really level up too much. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Alright, so let's just keep exploring then. More armor. Oh, and I found Jessica already. This is probably not a good thing, especially with nothing identified. I'm actually just gonna run away. So, there are certain named like hero types in the game, and they're whoa. Wow. They're only oh fuck! She's following me. Really? Really? Oh, and that's a dead end. Son of a bitch! All right, we're gonna escape through. I don't want to do a trapdoor. If I can avoid it. Ah, wrong direction. I'm gonna escape this way. No, avoid the dart trap and go downstairs. Kill this guy solo. Cut this guy up because we want to be totally full here. All right. Yeah, so they're named people. They're uniques, and they tend to be pretty strong. I might be able to take her, but I don't feel safe considering I have no scrolls identified or anything at this juncture, and I'm pretty sure that would be bad. I'm gonna want to go up soon. Holy crap! What the fuck? First of all, I hate fighting these little demon imp things. They keep teleporting away, and the hallway's full of orcs at the same time. I guess I'll berserk and then see what it can do. Oh, he teleported behind me. That's frickin' awesome. Okay, I was able to kill him before he teleported away and level up, so I might be okay. Alright, no problem. That was totally easy. Eat a little food, sacrifice some bodies. Falcon flail. Yeah, I don't want any of this stuff because that is a long blade. Okay. Grab them darts. Rest a little bit to get rid of the slow. So yeah, I definitely want to go up and kill Jessica and finish clearing the level at some point, but I just want to get a little bit more. I have nothing else to throw. Let's retreat into the hallway here, just so I don't only fight one at a time. Wow. Okay. These orcs just keep coming? What? Alright, let's berserk one more time. I think I'll be okay. God! I don't like taking those risks, but it's early on at least. Yeah, let's chop all these guys up because I need some food at this point. Berserking really eats into that fast. Okay, and the Ruined Orcish Morningstar is probably a good weapon, but I don't really want to go in that weapon direction, so... Sacrifice. It's not fresh enough. Sacrifice? Nope. Well, at least he's still pleased with me. Oh, a helmet is all... God damn. There's so many monsters. This is not going to be an easy run. Oh god. Oh, crap. Okay, let's berserk and hope. Whew! Okay, we just need to start reading shit. Actually, I'll get the helmet. That way I can potentially enchant that. I just don't want to enchant the hide. Okay, it's a +0 helmet, that's fine. Still improves my AC by 1 step, which is nice. And that's part of the problem at this point, actually, is my AC still sucks because I haven't found anything. So I always start with the scrolls that you have the highest stacks of, because they're more likely to be identify, or detect curse, or remove curse, teleport, a few things that are really handy and often not detrimental. Ooh, doesn't do anything. It's possibly remove curse then. Try this one. That is really magic mapping. Ugh, worthless. This one is a scroll of teleportation. Okay, good to have, but shitty that I don't know. In terms of potions, this is almost certainly a healing potion of some kind. You tend to get a lot more of those. So it's going to teleport me in a sec. Did it really teleport me 1 tile? Because this can teleport you across the map. That is just funny and odd. I guess I should keep reading my scrolls. I feel less safe this way, but what the hell. We're going to have to at this point. That is fog. Alright, well, I'm getting all the useless ones out of the way. Whee! This one is blink. Alright, well, blink is fine. Okay, this one I have to use on an item. Now, I'm hoping it's identification. So I'm going to identify one of these potions I don't have a lot of. Yes, it was identification, and that's a potion of magic, which isn't terribly useful to me, but what the hell. What else we got? Cursed jewelry. Alright, so one of my rings is now cursed. It doesn't change its effect, it just means I can't take it off. And these guys are scroll of remove curse. Okay. Well, I suppose that wasn't terrible, but it certainly could have gone a lot better in terms of usefulness. Actually, I should have just tried to see if I could sneak attack that guy. No. Not that stealthy yet. Scrolls of fog. Oh, they're not very useful. Technically, I have used them to pull off an escape before, but it's pretty uncommon. Yeah, I'm just going to keep throwing stuff at these guys. Glowing Orca short sword. Okay, so the short sword has the same accuracy, but slightly less damage as the saber, although it does attack slightly faster. The fact that it is glowing means it probably has a magical modifier. Now, it could be cursed, but I do have a remove curse, so I may as well just try it. It's uncursed. So its magical modifiers may make it better than the saber. Actually, it almost certainly... Oh, shit, another name guy. He's not a threatening name guy, but I'm still... Oh, I have nothing to throw. Alright. I guess I'll just berserk and hope that I can just pound through him. Yeah, alright. So, assuming it's got any positive modifiers on the short sword, it'll come out to better than the saber for certain. So, I'm just going to sit, wait for that exhaustion to go away. And I'm going to eat this guy. Nom nom nom. Alright, and he didn't really... Yeah, I'm not going to want the curse or the sling or anything. Or the club or the sling. Ah, snakes. God, I hate getting poisoned. Damn it, there's the poison. At least I didn't take too much damage. Please go away quickly. Poison makes your hit points go down. There we go. Sometimes you can get in a really bad place, like the poison is just outpacing your ability to heal. God damn you! Poison me, then run away, and then a goblin shows up, or a hobgoblin. Pick up. Fire. Gotcha. Is that a hole? Yeah, shaft. Probably just drops me down a level, I presume. Is there anything I want to do? No. Now, over the course of using the short sword, I will eventually identify it. I'm going to definitely put on the leather armor. Slightly more armory than the animal skin, a slight evasion penalty, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. I'm just going to drop the animal skin. Still not great. I'd rather it just be magical. Fire, fire. Kill the bats, especially since they can't escape. That's going to make it pretty easy. I have nothing to throw. I need another big stack of darts. It's a -1/+1 short sword, really? -1 to accuracy, +1 to damage, which effectively in my head kind of makes it work out to nothingness. Wow. It's still slightly faster than the saber. It does the same damage, slightly faster than saber, but it's less accurate. Now let's just drop it. We'll switch to the saber for now. I guess I can keep it for throwing. I think you can throw short swords. So I got another ring. I guess I will... I don't know what any of these do. Oh, I still don't know what these do. So they don't give me stat modifiers, because if they did, I would know immediately. Alright. I am going to identify a ring, because I'm going to have to make decisions about what to wear. I have 2 of these silver ones. I guess I'll ID them, because they might be redundant. They're both rings of ice. Okay. This gives me a resistance to cold, and gives me more of a bonus when using ice magic, but leaves me vulnerable to the effects of fire. So, first of all, I definitely don't need 2, because they probably don't stack. So I'll wear these 2 rings. The question of whether I want to wear the ring of ice in the first place is definitely a good one, because maybe I don't want to be vulnerable to fire. Theoretically, they sort of wash out right now. You know what? I'm going to leave it off. If I was using ice magic, it would be very different. Berserk. Cut up the body. Eat the body. Nom nom nom. Alright. And what did I do not healing first? Apparently there's some corpses left here. Oh, someone died in a trap. I love this quick exploration. Quarterstaff, no, but we will kill this giant gecko. And some goblins. And some rats. Which will... Okay, we'll sacrifice these bodies. We'll eat the rat. And these are a ruined orcish dagger. So it could be magical. No modifiers, so it's probably not going to be worth using. I'll just keep it around for throwing. Same as this dagger. I'd much rather darts simply because they stack so much better. But we'll do what we can. Okay, done exploring. So let's find some stairs down. Actually, oh, well, we'll kill this guy. And sacrifice him. Now, at this point, I can do Trog's Hand. Let's go back up and finish that floor I missed. Kill this guy with the frost darts and pick up the last frost dart that survived. We're going to find ourselves some Jessica. Pick up the dart and... No, not the skeleton. I don't want the skeleton. There's Jessica. So we'll activate our Trog's Hand, which gives us magic resistance. And then we'll Berserk, and then we'll just pound her down. Killed her, leveled up. Trog especially loved me killing her because it was a magic user. I'm going to increase my dexterity. Awesome. And she should, I think, drop a magic robe. Or at least there's a chance of it being magical. Nope, it's +0 robe, which is too bad. So it's kind of a wash in terms of balance between leather armor and the robe, but I'll wear the leather armor. I look badass in leather. Scroll of magic mapping, because, sure. Finish checking out the level. Sneak attack the bat. Oh, crazy Yuluf. Yeah, we'll do the same thing. I don't remember if he spells me or not. I guess we may as well activate it, just to be sure. Sacrifice a little piety. And a rune quarterstaff, a glowing cloak. I guess we'll check out the quarterstaff, I don't know. It's probably just got spells you can activate. And we'll sacrifice the body. Put on the cloak. +2 Cloak of Darkness. What? Okay, so +2 is good. +2 armor. Plus the cloak may just give 1 AC by itself. When activated, it hides its wearer from the sight of others, but also increases their metabolic rate by a large amount. Maximally enchanted, right, it's +2. Its enchantment levels renders it somewhat resistant to acidic corrosion. When activated, how do I activate it? Just by clicking on it, I guess. Yes, no? I don't understand. How do I use innate abilities? Is that one of them? Evoke invisibility. Chance of success very poor because I guess my evocation skill is pretty bad. I don't know. I don't know what it uses. So I probably won't use it, but I love the fact that I've got a +2 cloak. And glowing. Yeah, I guess he always has a hammer in his little room. Let's wait a little while for the slowness to go away. I don't think I'm going to want the hammer. It's just the wrong skill for me. Let's keep exploring. I mean, I guess to a certain extent, you shouldn't be so locked into an idea all the time. Oh, die. There we are. Yeah, let's cut it up and eat it. You want to be flexible and just go with, you know, whatever good stuff you find, but in this case, it doesn't feel like it's good enough to have justified it. Is that a scroll we don't know anything about? Oh, we've tried those. We haven't identified. I guess we could identify the scroll. I still think it's probably remove curse, though. We can identify some potions. That's a good idea. Potion of Brilliance. All right. And another identification scroll. Now sometimes this will proc multiple castings, like up to 3 identifications in one use, which is quite nice. What was that last thing? Oh, restore abilities, okay. Yeah, we'll pick up the dart out of the dart trap. I should just walk onto the trap over and over. Keep triggering it. Done exploring. Okay, so we can go back down. Yeah, sure, through the trap door, even though I don't usually do that. And down some more. Grinder. Who is Grinder? An inefficient shadow imp previously employed as a torturer in one of the lower circles of hell. It has a tendency to complain and make inane statements. Very resistant to cold, resistant to poison, slightly resistant to hostile enchantments. He can see invisible. He is little. Alright, well, I guess we'll just throw stuff at him. I hope he's not too tough. He teleports. And I'm paralyzed? Really? Okay, we are going to go resist magic, berserk, kill this mofo before he can teleport too much. Plus we're faster. There we go. Kill him, level up, short blades, dodging, everything's leveling. Awesome. Let the berserk go away. Didn't drop anything, which sucks, but can't always have what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you'll get what you need. Pick that up. Prince Rivet. We're just getting all the named people. Well, he's usually pretty easy. I'm just going to fling everything I have at him, and then berserk and kill him. Oh, apparently he can blink. Okay, that's bad. Oh god, I'm too berserk to drink. Okay, yes, you blink away from me. I'm totally okay with that. I'm going to run up the stair. How fucking... No! It was a potion of healing, but it didn't heal me enough. Well, that was my fault. I had the scroll of teleportation I could have used. I didn't expect him to, like, teleport to the other side of me as I was making my way to the stairs. Ooh, a +2/+4 quarterstaff of chaos. Yeah, I would have used that one. Damn it! As if the potion of healing didn't heal me enough to take the next hit. God damn it! Well, that's that. Hope you enjoyed that. Wow, I don't really play very often on this computer. I'm usually on my laptop when I play this game, but this is my recording computer. Anyway, that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.